Hello, welcome back to N.E.S.T Kids. My name is Caroline. Now, what are all these things in front of me? I have 6 different objects and they all have something in common, and that's what we're going to be learning about. Shall we see what the things are? A plastic chopping board, a candle, a pencil, a plant, a diamond, and a piece of cardboard. They look very different, but one thing they all have in common is that they have carbon in them. Carbon is an element. It's a substance and it can be used to make things, and it's inside each one of these items. You even have carbon inside your body. It's very important. But although all of these items have carbon in them, carbon itself can look very different. The middle bit of the pencil, the grey bit, is nearly all made up of carbon. And as you can tell, it's quite soft, isn't it? Because when you put your pencil on the paper, the carbon rubs off onto the paper. The carbon from the tip of the pencil is now on the paper. And this is one really interesting thing about carbon, is that it can have lots of different properties. That means it can do lots of different things. So in pencils, the carbon is very soft and it's used to make a mark. A diamond is also made of carbon. And the interesting thing is that it looks very different to the tip of the pencil, doesn't it? So this is nearly all carbon and this is made up entirely of carbon, but one of them is black and one of them is almost see-through. It looks shiny, doesn't it? And whilst the pencil was very soft, the diamond is very strong. In a pencil, the carbon can move past each other in sheets. But in the diamond, all of the carbon is joined together in a strong structure, so it can't move and it's very strong. Carbon is really important in things that are living. So unlike the pencil and the diamond, living things like plants and humans are not 100% carbon, but they do have carbon in them, and it's very important. Carbon helps make up DNA, which is important for storing information in your body. Carbon is also really important for other compounds, such as carbohydrates and also lipids. Fats have some carbon in them. Cardboard and also paper are made from plants and trees, so these also have carbon in them. How is there carbon in plastics and also candles? Crude oil from within the crust of the earth, from within the earth, is taken out, and that oil is made of, you've guessed it, carbon and another element called hydrogen. And some of that can be used to make plastic and also the wax in this candle. We're going to do an experiment now to try and get the carbon out of the wax. If you want to try this at home, you will need an adult to help you because we're going to be using a candle and also matches, which are quite dangerous and you need to take a lot of care. But if you want to do it, this is what you'll need. You'll need a candle, something to protect the surface, a heat-proof mat, some matches, and a piece of ceramic like a plate or a mug. I've put the candle inside the glass dish and I'm now going to light it. There we go. So at the moment you can see the candle is burning, and what's actually happening here is the wax, the paraffin wax, which contains carbon and hydrogen chains, is reacting with oxygen in the atmosphere to produce a gas, carbon dioxide, and water. The water is also a gas. We can't see the carbon dioxide that's being produced, but if we limit the amount of oxygen that we give the flame, we should be able to see carbon being produced. So what your adult needs to do, so your mum or your dad or someone that looks after you in your house, take a plate and put it over the flame, touching the flame, like that. Can you see that? This is carbon. The carbon dioxide is not being produced. Instead, the carbon is coming onto the plate. And you can see it's black, like the lead of the pencil. So, even though it looks like there's no carbon and you can't see it, there really is carbon inside candle wax. I hope you enjoyed today's video learning about carbon, that it's in candle wax, diamonds, pencils, and also living things. I'll see you in the next episode of N.E.S.T Kids, where we'll be learning about the carbon cycle. Bye!